What up, y'all? Is I live yet? It is Squatcho time. Them the place got my doohickey wrong. They didn't do my vest right. They did it backwards, but it's alright. I'll just get another doohickey right here. Hello, my live yet? Enjoying fun. Oz Squatcho and Oz enjoying fun in the sun, guys. One of my little kick it spots here. I have a story of how I could have fucked up my life and ended other people's life. Uh, yeah, it might be the very last time I ever chill right here, having a beverage and a smoke before I probably drive on Canyon Springs Road for the last time in my life. So yeah, give me a second, guys. And I'll tell Yuns that story. That's why Yuns gotta stay strapped. Stay strapped. I took my condor sheath and cut it and put my new Japanese machete in there. That's more of a woodland tool, you know. I was in this very spot just a few, not even weeks ago. Three fools came up on me. They say they know me. They say I owe them money. There was a lot of angry words thrown back and forth. There was some kind of tangerine or orange thrown at my chest really hard. I was like, dude, you should have a picture. And they got the point because I was trying to hint at them. I'm verbally brandishing at you because in like 4 extra steps from here, if my muscle memory doesn't fail me, there's going to be a buckshot right at you. So, yeah, that really fucking happened right the fuck right here. Probably not even 3 weeks ago. So it's probably a good thing I get the fuck out of this town, man. I really had a bad feeling of it. This job aged me so much. Hi, whoever's here, I was telling a story about how I almost had a bandito, a Mexican standoff, almost shot people right here. I was telling that story. I have a lot of stories that people don't believe, you know, because I don't sound ebon. I guess I don't look cool or hardcore enough, or I don't know. I knew some dude who's on steroids. He got tattoos on his face. He wanted to look scary. I was bored, big, scary, and ugly, dude. Why would you want to be big, scary, and ugly on fucking purpose, dude? Whatever, guys. You don't want to hear a tangent about martial arts? Some dudes get into fighting just because they want to be big, scary, and ugly. They're not really there to impress the chicks. They're there to beat up the guys that are there to impress chicks. Those are scary dudes. You know what's very impressive? It was very heroic when these regular dudes stand up to them, man. Like what I'm saying is, okay, whoever's watching, I was talking about how I almost had a Mexican standoff at this very spot, almost pulled a gun on people. But now I'm getting the martial art tangents. The guy already turned the channel because nobody knows nowadays is really a man. When I used to spar scary people, I wouldn't look them in the eyes. I look them in the chest, right there, right right at your chest, right here. I look, I look there, because then I can see everything that's coming out. Yeah, it used to help me like not make it personal. I don't know if that helps. So I have a very underrated channel. He just got laced up with some woke ass shit. Laced up with some woke ass shit. Yeah, so whoever's watching right now, you want to rehear my story, how I almost pulled a gun out on people right at this spot not even a few weeks ago. Again, Southern California, this is Methville, right? Three dudes roll up on me. Three dudes roll up on me. They're like, "Hey, why are you at our fucking property? And what you take? Blah blah." I'm like, "Are you serious?" I'm kind of like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me." So, dude, I would never fuck with your shit, dude. I'm not that much of a low life like you. I get so mad, guys. I'm like, God damn it, I'm not a meth head, dude. I'm a metal head. We just drink alcohol and energy drinks and smoke weed, okay? I'm not a part of your world. I could not articulate this shit, man. And hi Kim, they wouldn't leave me alone. So they threw an orange at my chest so hard. I know it's random. I was like, dude, fuck, what the fuck? And they're threatening to run me over. And basically, I was trying to get them a hint, man. Hint, like, so my channel's kind of tactical survival. I couldn't verbally assess, direct, convey to crackheads in a split second. But to you guys, hindsight, verbal hindsight's 2020. I was like, hey, they're like a baseball. When you're stealing a base, they're trying to get out of their car and they're fuck me up. And I was like, dude, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Because right alongside, right here, I was like 4 steps and one muscle memory fucking top load away from having a fucking buck right at that ass, dude. They didn't understand that shit. They thought I was like a low life vagrant, dude. Like, come on, man. I'm lean and skinny right now, dude, but you're a fucking idiot, dude. I'm not on meth and shit. I'm not a part of your world, dude. I could have blew people's intestines all over this fucking yard, dude, like 3 weeks ago, man. No shit. No shit. And then, so right now, I'm like in between jobs and shit. I ran into my aunt, and she has the sense. She's like, I said the story casually. She's like, don't get into trouble. I'm like, oh, trouble finds me. It's kind of like, what do I mean? Oh, a lot of y'all. Calls my dad. She's like, dude, your son's like a fucking goddamn Wild West bandito. I'm afraid for him. My dad's kind of like, oh yeah, he's a bitch. Click. Hi, Dalton. Good evening, Ellie. You guys want to see how pretty it is in California, but it's deadly. That's all desert and shit. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys were listening to my story, but whatever. This is my little kick it spot, man. Before I go to work, it's probably the last time I'll ever be here in my life. And then if you drive, I'll probably go live. I'm about to take probably my last drive ever through Canyon Springs Road. Beautiful. Canyon Springs Road in freaking California right here. Liberty, absolutely. Ellie, cool, beautiful name. They messed up my patches. I wanted to put Mother Mary in front of this one, Liberty or Death, 1776. I wanted to I already forgot what I was talking about. Wow. Okay. Oh yeah, that desert road. Uh, uh, someone tried to rob me on that road. I'll get to that. If you turn your headlights off driving that road, wow, in the middle of the night, you realize how scary nature is. I was Now they made a part of that highway 2 lanes. When it was 1 lane, these 2 people were trying to box me in. Long story short, I yelled out my window at the very few passing houses, hey, like I'm being robbed. And I had what's called a less than lethal. It's basically a fake gun that if you shoot people with aerosol, whatever the fuck, it hurts, but it won't kill them. For security, that's not enough. And that's all I had. It looks like a real gun. That combined probably deterred the situation. My whole spiel about that, I don't know if it's on the same phone. This phone goes back a few years. I was preaching about how, dude, I have guns, but I'm obeying the law and they were locked away. And I almost needed that in the middle of the night. If you guys, long story short, they're kind of modifying it, making it wider or whatever. There's so many accidents. You can look up, I think, Canyon Springs, Gypsum Canyon Springs, no, more like Elster. I think it's Canyon Springs Road, whatever. It goes to runs from like Hemet to Riverside, the 60 East, whatever. Fucking scary, guys. That fucking street, I think it was one of the most dangerous highways in North America. Freaking awesome. Basically saying, I've had an adventure out here. It was, wow, guys. Seriously. I have so many, I don't want to disclose my age. I'm not 50, but I had a friend from Romania basically predicting that I was going to move out here. This is Gilman Springs Road. Yeah, Joseph, thank you. Gilman Springs Road. Gilman Springs Road. Yeah, he knows. There's one of those, like, I think it's getting better because now a lot of people, California's so expensive that people have to live out here. It's supposed to be like retirement gambling out here, no man's land. But since it's getting so clogged with traffic because average working people got to move out here, I'm sure it's a lot safer. But this is going back less than 5 years ago. And long story short, you turn your headlights off in the middle of the night at Gilman Springs Road. you can tell nature wants to whoop your ass. That's a desert. That's scary, man. It's freaking badass. It's probably my last drive going back toward the west. I guess I'm gonna try to go jogging at Huntington Beach tomorrow. I'm trying to move back to Ohio. All this stuff I'm doing might be a last time. But watch. What usually happens is I get some shitty job and I stay in California. We'll see. But I'm a dude that could have went really far in life. You know how I know that? I have a lot of friends that were not as exciting as martial artists as me. And because they had an uncle to give them a certain job or car, or they could drive out to the martial art classes first, or they took steroids and got a bunch of tattoos and became bouncers and hooked up with a lot of strippers. Not that that's like the greatest thing to do, but Allie, oh, indicate. What's up, boss?
That smells good.
Yeah, man, you want to hit?
I'll get it.
Shit.
Yeah.
Fuck it, hey, man. I'm PJ, boss.
I'm Brody.
Brody?
I work here. I'm just not on the clock.
Oh, shit, man. You one of the new employees or what?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, go have at it, man.
I just got hired my 3rd day here.
It's odd, man, because the job I had here, they're going to have a bunch of new people, and then I went back home toward the west.
Like where? Towards?
Corona-ish in Anaheim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm like a nomad. I got places, but like spots. And then now you guys are a full different roster, too.
Over here?
Yeah, I was a regular, man. I come here, kick it, and I almost got in fights with crackheads.
There was a bunch of crackheads a while ago, and then the owner or the boss lady came back, and now she got them all out of here.
Good. The boss lady she looks like she's
like short little Mexican lady.
No, but I know you have one employee back here. She's probably my age. She looks like she's not ugly. She looks like a mean ass SA lady. Like she came from the boss. I think so.
Yeah, that's the
long
boss
black
lady.
Hair. Dude, she's boss now?
Yeah, she's
Hell,
boss lady.
she deserves it.
She kicks ass, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say
both of them ladies in there right now are both her daughters.
This chick, man, these people were trying to steal my gas, and she's the only one that stood up with me, dude.
Dude.
She's like, "What the hell are you doing with my customer? We need more workers like that." I'm glad that she got a boss position.
Thank you, bro.
Guys, this lady I'm talking about, she's not ugly, but she looks like she had a hard ass life. Dude, she's a big lady too.
Thanks, bro.
Right on,
Appreciate
dude.
it.
Yeah.
Have a good one, man.
You too, man. Fucking A. Oh, everybody. Somebody's like, sup, wood. Somebody said, sup, wood. Fucking A. Dude, you trip out, man. I don't have time, but when my hair grows out, I'm like fucking half white, dude. It's all like reddish and brown and shit. Oh, dude, people like me were I was always saying, like, people like me were the last vestiges of keeping the wayward white woman away from Tyrone as long as possible.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I'm in the same club, man, believe it or not. Hey, man, that shit's fucking hilarious. I don't know if you guys saw that shit. We're talking about preventing white women from getting jungle fever. And the video I was doing earlier, I was talking about how one day my ex, Rachel, didn't give me sex because I'm not making enough money or some shit. and I immediately hooked up with Chocolate Bunny Honey Jungle Fever. It's like, sometimes I'm wondering, like, God is like really holy, right? I don't know if he like did me that solid to like mold her face, like, ha ha ha, like, thou did not bearest me an offspring with dude. So I straight up had Chocolate Bunny Honey Fever that day, whatever. So we were discussing that in the last video about I'm preaching the gospel about how it's a Jewish conspiracy that us white dudes have to cut our Viking mullets, and that's why all our white chicks are starting to just hop on chocolate pole and make it rain at the club and twerking all day every day. And because we got sabotaged, guys, we're supposed to get haircuts and we're supposed to work overtime and to make up for the economy instead of going to the gym, get buffed, jacked, ripped, and tanned, all Viking as fuck. Subscribing to my boy Joe X, learning how to throw Viking axes like I was doing, all that sexy shit, right? And since us white guys are no longer doing that, our females are starting to taste that jungle fever. They're starting to smell that jungle fever because they miss the bad boy image. And us white guys shit all over that when we stopped being heavy metal and started cucking out and listening to music that makes them look cool, makes us look stupid. So I don't care if you guys think that's racist or not. I have a cousin who likes rap music. He could do whatever the fuck he wants. If you're my ally, you could be or do whatever the fuck you want. But for the rest of us weddles, we should grow our Viking mullets out and start converting Stacy and Amy and Rachel and all the white chicks back away from making it rain and twerking all day, every day at the club with Tyrone twerking up on that chocolate pole, because you're gonna subscribe to Joe X. I hope these fuckers, they probably disown me by now, man. I'm supposed to be a bush. Dude, you guys believe it or not? I was a growing bushcraft channel, and what killed it was some lady asking a religious question. You'll watch. I have a video that's like the Tops Skull Crusher versus the Kershaw Camp 10. And I got like 1,000 views on that channel, and then all of a sudden somebody asked a religious question, it just went to fucking ground zero. I felt obligated to get into that stuff, so I fucked up my own channel. But and then me and some other people were starting to try to start like pro wrestling type of fights with knife companies for starting to make their shit in China. And then they didn't get the joke, and they started getting really mad. And I think because of me, Cold Steel will no longer send things to PO boxes, because I made a video endorsing Joe X and proving how many Cold Steel shits I bought. And immediately now you can't get Cold Steel products shipped to a fucking a PO box. I'm a nomad, dude. I made videos about how I'm actually the most free son of a bitch there ever is. People think I'm like homeless or vagrant. I'm like, you're stupid, dude. Every white guy in the 90s did not give a fuck about wearing like some people will think I'm trashy or something. Like, dude, back in the 80s, everybody wore fucking Levi's, okay? Everybody like worked on their own car and shit. I don't. I just live like fucking like Bear Grylls, okay? So now every day with this economy, so like you got this nice fly new t-shirt, fucking sneaks and fucking kicks and your crease shit and rolling up in the hood. It's because you live with your at your mom's house still. You have a part-time job or no job at all, and you have a lot of time to spend that energy on stupid shit. Us blue-collar people need to fucking roll over in bed, get the fuck back up, figure out how to take a shit before work, and drink enough caffeine to give a fuck about life again to keep the show going. So I'm sick of California because they can't understand people like me, dude. And where was I going with that? But yeah, so I'm the freest son of a bitch that ever lived, because ever since I was a kid, I was like, dude, people pay hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on rent. I want to have like a camper or a truck. I want to fucking roam around and spend all that rent money buying guns and knives and vests that say "fuck you, pro America, I love Jesus." And now that I'm at that age and I'm getting to play and do all those things, we're not a free country, because a lot of shit caught up to me, guys. There's a bunch of like, there's a lot of occupations I wanted to hold, and they're like, oh, well, you have untrackable, whatever, you have to get a digital or real ID, whatever the fuck, blah, blah, blah. It's not just an ID anymore, a real ID. What the fuck is that? That was hard enough for me to get, to try to get the truck driving, blah, blah, blah. Somehow got the security instead. So what I'm trying to say is, this isn't a free country, dude. Why do I have to be tied down to a stupid fucking place that I'm never fucking home, and pay hundreds or thousands of dollars for something you're never gonna fucking own, okay? Why do I need that anchor when I want to fucking roam? I want to go. I'll get a place one day if the chick isn't fucking such a prude, you know? So like, you can't live that life anymore. I ran into a roadblock that I cannot do these occupations and licensings. It's so hard to prove this, that, and this, and keep tabs or whatever fucking supposed addresses I've had. And so it makes me look like a fucking vagrant, and then I get in fights with fucking crackheads. So no, it's not what's going on, dude. So it's not a free country, and you can't just be. Why would you give a fuck about what I'm saying? I'll tell you why you're gonna give a fuck, dude. Because one of these days, your mom's house isn't gonna fucking be there, dude. One of these days, your chick or your kids are gonna turn their back on your ass, dude. And you're gonna be just some fucking lonely old middle-aged bachelor that has to fucking break his back, or you worked hard and you got shit going for you, and you just want to enjoy your dumb shit, dude. You know, there's state parks up here that if you know how to fucking wiggle around and roam back and forth, the living cost to do that, if you have some kind of pension or some shit, compared to doing what everybody else tells you to do, like get an apartment or a trailer or whatever, it's outrageous. It's like saving so much money you can actually fucking eat and buy shit at the store that makes you happy for 1 or 2 weeks. Like fucking, I'm serious. So anyways, it's a very underrated channel. I'm spitting some woke ass shit, dude. Again, guys, better channels that are trying to do or say what the fuck I'm trying to do or say is Joe X, Black Scout Survival, Combat Veteran Reacts. I got the strike gum. I got the strike gum from Combat Veteran Reacts. Yeah, I do like this shit. Hell yeah. I could tell you all about it, man. This isn't bad, and it fits right in my little pocket. It's doing its thing, dude. Strike gum, 90 milligrams of caffeine per whatever. Combat Veteran X, Black Scout Survival, Redacted. Alex Way and Jay Dyer. Oh, he's Jay Dyer. Jay Dyer's my age. Alex Way is the smartest Zoomer there ever's been in existence. I got to get on this journey, guys. It was nice chatting. So the video is over, so I'm just chilling. You could do you know. Yeah. What'd he say? William said, "Sup, Wood." That's fucking hilarious, dude. That's fucking funny, dude. Oh my goodness. You know what's, luckily I don't have the balls for violent crime, cause If I went to prison, if my hair was grown out, they probably think I'm a wood because I grow like fucking red blonde hair. I don't know how, dude. I'm like heavily Native American shit. But when my hair is all short as fuck, I look like I look like a vato or something. So, probably don't believe me, but I look like a mad ass vato because I'm fucking mid age and ugly. But yeah, video was over, guys. I was talking about fucking guns and traveling and how we're not free and how I tried to live the freest life, ridiculously free, because I had no brothers and sisters and I grew up, my generation really idolized like rock and roll and martial arts, like really immature shit. They made a documentary about my generation called Bigger, Stronger, Faster. Like basically, your dad was working too much, so the only thing you ever learned was TV, and the only thing you ever watched was something to do with Arnold Schwarzenegger or rock or MTV. Like seriously, it made us like meatheads. It made us pretty ignorant. But these Zoomers really missed out, dude, because I'm sorry, God. So I've banged a couple hot chicks, right? And because back in the day, dude, you guys want to hear a story, dude? I'm always bragging about that hot blonde. I love her. I love her to death. I talk about her really harshly because I love her to fucking death. Like, you stupid, precious bitch. I fucking die for her. Call her stupid. She's an idiot, airhead. Because I fucking love her so bad. I want to hate her and I can't. She knows it. And the funny thing about she's so cool. Maybe I need to convert to white chicks. Every time we fight so hard, she just like chooses to forget about it briefly, like because she needs her pussy rubbed, or me to go get vodka and then her pussy rubbed. It's fucking amazing. I'm not bragging, dude. What I'm trying to say is the Zoomers missed out because I'm not blind, dude. You could call me a scrub. I have my other phone. It's my ugly face next to a hot ass blonde, and I don't know how to do CGI or fucking. I would have a better channel if I knew how to edit. And back in the day, oh yeah, the story about her. One day she bought the Hampton. She bought vodka. She bought food. And then she was having second thoughts because I'm a scrub. I didn't buy shit. I was fat. Fucking, what's that called? Like, I'm broke, right? I'm not ambitious, right? So I'm not even lying. I don't know how the topic got onto it, but I showed her that I could do 10 one-arm push-ups. And she's like, that is pretty exciting. I'm trying to tell you guys how easy that shit. Okay, I could never do 10 arm push-ups. You could do 10 regular push-ups and just have a six-pack. She would have probably, I'm telling you, because I was fat and I did it, dude. I was worried that I couldn't do it. And that is kind of impressive. Like, it was that easy back in the day. Now you need to have like bling and blang and like six figures and blah, 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 or whatever Andrew Tate says that chicks really want you to do. Yeah, everything changed, but I don't know, man. I talking to another ex-wrestler, football player. I lifted weights with football players. That was fun. I never played football in high school. And I told him that story, dude. I was like, oh yeah, this chick was having second thoughts on our date. And I don't know how to remember how to. I was like, well, check it out. I could do 10 one-arm push-ups. She's like, it is kind of impressive. That's fucking hilarious, dude. It's really tragic. You guys want to hear a personal story? My grandparents were about to die, dude. And I stayed in California because I thought I was going to marry her, get that over with first. That went to hell, and my grandparents are no longer here. And I'm trying to move back to my home state. And I am a prodigal that doesn't belong there. I'm a prodigal that fucked up. I'm a prodigal that was supposed to come back, help take care of my grandparents, probably inherit that house, and what's that called? Help them with the lawn and shit, be back for family. And I told myself, I listened to other people out here that the economy sucks back there. I justified staying out here to hunt for chicks. Now that I'm older and Christian and done with that stupid, worthless shit, almost all my family over there are dead, and now I'm finally returning. I'm a piece of shit, you know. But anyways, I want to go back. I'm praying to God the best for it, man. Really. But I had a lot of adventures out. I had a lot of stories I'm talking about out here in California. People don't believe. I was telling about I gotta get going, but even stupid shit, man. I was telling this dude I wasn't thinking nothing of it, man. I was telling him how me and my friend ran into a mountain lion, and he kept asking questions. So and then I was like, I don't know, driving one day. I'm like, that guy didn't believe me. I'm like, God damn it. What do I have to, why would I want to impress you, dude? You have a fucking dick. Why the fuck would I want to impress you? So I think where I was born, people are just not that much of a fucking dick, dude. So it's fucking states may be antisocial. I'm always fucking mad, dude. Like, why? Like, for I know I'm healthy and still kind of young. Why the fuck am I mad all the time? I know why. Because our winter was literally 3 fucking days, guys. 3 fucking days, dude. I planned so much shit this winter. These hikes, I don't know if you ever watch Orthodox Meme Squad. Uh, they like play, some people play, look, I'm annoying because I'm religious, okay? I respect that you're not, okay? There's lottery tickets at the store right here, right? My channel, when we're praying to God through St. Raphael, blah, 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 it's a free lottery ticket. Why not? These fuckers like Oprah and these other celebrities believe the universe shoves money up their ass. Why not try this stuff in the name of Jesus? So whatever, let's not be white Christians anymore. Fuck that, right? So we've been shamed out of that shit. So that's what that's about. And what the fuck? Oh yeah, I'm trying to go to the gym right now. Hopefully I run to a homeboy. And we were trying to keep track of praying to God if he actually answers fucking prayers and shit. And he says no. And I say, hey man, we can't, we're probably douchebags. That's probably why we're not. So I started making a fucking journal about if God was answering certain fucking prayers and shit. And I probably lost that, you know? But I think, yeah, dude, I remember documenting some really weird results, really weird dreams and shit. And, oh, yeah, that's another thing. So, I seem crazy and superstitious because I believe in the preternatural, blah, blah, blah. I'm always talking about after my mother died when I was 12 years old, I saw what was called an orb. I didn't know what an orb was. A lot of people don't believe me, whatever. Like I'm trying to make money off this shit by looking stupid, crazy, and weird, right? So I'm always telling, hey guys, business flash, news flash. I'm gonna fuck up your life because you're about to be way more accountable to God, right? You're gonna be way more accountable on Judgment Day for knowing that God exists. So I am a fan of history. I'm not a smart person. You're not being told Fox 11 News or CNN like breaking news flash. We forgot to tell you. Like in the year 1900 AD when we were doing archaeology and shit and found the Dead Sea Scrolls, we kind of forgot to tell you that the whole world pretty much agrees that the book of Daniel existed during Alexander the Great's era. And that in the Septuagint, not the Masoretic, there's like 2 different lines of Bibles. You could look the Codex Vaticanus, the Codex Sinaiticus, whatever, in the Vatican, blah, 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 blah. The Catholics and Orthodox run off of the Septuagint. The Protestants run off the Masoretic. Supposedly, the Orthodox and all that could prove Jesus read when he was reading in the synagogue out of the Septuagint. Supposedly could prove that. So anyways, in the Septuagint, the book of Daniel and all that predicts Jesus's arrival on Palm Sunday to the very day. And I'm not smart enough to relay to you, but I guess a bunch of historians know that these books were around and predicted Palm Sunday to the very day, according to that Hebraic calendar or whatever. And the Masoretic is so filtered, and some people say this is where it gets taboo to talk about a Jewish conspiracy to debunk Jesus. The Masoretic is so vague in the book of Daniel, and that's why the Protestants think it's talking about an antichrist. It's so vague and cuts words off and tries to make it bleak and shit. But I guess J. Dyer, the Orthodox Church, blah, 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 they can prove it's really the Septuagint. It's really the bee's knees, and every honest historian agrees that the book of Daniel was around in the time of Alexander the Great, and the book of Daniel miraculously, according to Daniel's dream, according to Jewish symbolism or Hebrew, whatever at that time, predicted Alexander the Great and the Roman Empire, and said the Medo-Persian Empire was going to fall. So if you pay attention to history, it's like this, dude. It's like this, like whatever Jesus did in the 3 years of miracles and all that, we're not saying that we can prove those miracles happened. We're saying that we can prove that historians like Josephus and all this kind of stuff, right? They wrote about the Apostle Paul. They wrote about the peaceful insurrection, the huge like political attention that this guy named Jesus of Nazareth brought around the time of Pontius Pilate. It fizzled out very fast, but what happened about 300 years afterward, through like Caligula, through Nero, through Domitian, through all the pagan Roman empires that were killing the shit out of Christians, what we're here is as Orthodox and Catholics, we're preserving a legacy that through the Apostle Paul, a bunch of crazy people started willfully dying to instigate a new paradigm into our society, that instead of like sacrificing or paying attention to these buff and megalithic pagan gods, it's reversed. Now through Jesus Christ, our society has mercy. Like we have, because of Christianity, it's arguable, right? Humanitarians or whatever are going to argue this and that. It's arguable that because of Christianity, now we have things like healthcare, handicap parking spaces, mercy, magnanimity, mercy on the weak, the poor, the infirm, all that stuff. Charity fucking places, even like hospitals, blah blah blah, is arguably because we have a Christian. If you owe a lot of taxes, and if you owe a lot of taxes right now, and if you commit a crime, more than likely your wife is not going to be sold into sexual slavery, and your kids, and you get tied up and beaten and whipped, all because the Roman Empire, the pagan Roman Empire, worshiping strength and worshiping strength and aristocracy. That paradigm was changing, even though we had kings and princes and queens. Yes, I understand that. But through the Christian paradigm, it's very arguable that our society is a lot less barbaric now. You get the point. So if you respect history at all, that's how Christianity has credence. So I'm not here when I do Christian stupid shit. Sorry, God. When I do Christian shit, I'm not doing no holier than thou shit. I don't think I'm fucking better than you. All I'm doing is preserving a part of our race that we've been trained to fuck off. And so when I do my St. Raphael channel and all that, guys, just know, if you're atheist or whatever, don't get mad. You don't have to be unsubscribed. Wow, Corvette. This liquor store right here has lottery tickets, right? We pray to St. Raphael through Jesus' name, all that, right? Why not? It's a free fucking, you have to pay $5 to play a fucking lottery ticket. Praying to God's a free lottery ticket, and it's ingrained in our culture, okay? That's why my channel, or me, I'm an unlikable douchebag that is supposedly Christian. So I'll try to be hypocritical, not playing holier than thou. Is just you, as a fellow white man, have been trained to fuck that part of your culture off. So it's what it is. Like I said, the video was already over a long time ago. I'm done. I gotta go drive on that road. We just been trained to fuck that shit right off. And yes, Jesus did not have blonde hair and blue eyes. He wasn't black as fuck either. So let's just all quit bitching about our culture and all these things that don't fucking matter and be crusaders again, dude. And start trying to heal our fucking land, dude. Our economy is shit, man. Yeah. Other honorable mentions. Yep. I remember, guys. Other better channels than me are Joe X, Black Scout Survival, Combat Veteran Reacts, Jacob B. Peterson. Even though Jacob B. Peterson from Prepper Bunkers Outdoors, we got a different religion, but other than that, his politics are fucking spot on, dude. Libertarianism. What is libertarianism? So I got a lot of time to be online, right? And Libertarian Meme Army is a pretty big Facebook fucking libertarian channel thing. I noticed it's basically two forms of libertarianism. Libertarianism is so American that we shouldn't even be arguing if it's Democrat or Republican. Republicans have nothing on libertarianism, dude. That is fucking America. But there's two different schools of libertarianism. This is me saying this from observing it. And god damn it. I mean, like, fucking all us libertarians, we hate each other, dude. We argue and fucking, that's how it should be, dude. Everybody, but we're all together. We're fighting to make this idea, dude. And that's how all it should be. Everybody should be fighting for what the fuck freedom is and always questioning the government. I'm not talking about that struggle that Hitler and Darwinism Hitler, if you know history, Hitler and Stalin, they had this way of trying to make their fucking their generals compete. Trust me, it's arguable. It's a long story. I watched a lot of documentaries. Everybody was believing in the survival of the fittest shit. That's why there was so much genocide and shit going on, and people throwing their religion away in the early 20th century. So, what was I saying? Libertarianism, right? You have on my side the Christian libertarians that, like, all men are created equal. We hold these truths evident, right? You have the right to pursue life, liberty, and happiness, right? So that means no abortion, because once you squirt in a chick, it makes a kid on this continent, on this North American continent, okay? That little fetus has a right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But on the atheist libertarian side, they believe the mother is holding a parasite, and the mother's right to life and happiness comes first. So she wants to shit the kid out piece by piece, which would make a big ass Slayer song, right? That's what it is. That's the argument is which class of libertarianism should run this country. That's the real political argument. It really is. That's the most epic thing that was said on entirety of fucking YouTube today, guys. Wow, these cucks, not you guys watching, these cucks are swiping up. So instead of getting laced up with some red pill ass shit, they'll skip this channel to watch a chick they never fuck who fucks a bigger wuss than them just for like doing laundry in a thong. This is Nacho the Squatcho. Have a really good day, guys.